guys, I'm Crystal. Welcome to Core by Crystal. I'm so glad you're here. In my classes, I use the principles of Pilates, Christian yoga, and postpartum corrective exercises to help you feel great. So today's class is just about a 10-minute more informative class. It's called a Mom Core Restore Tidbit. So I'm offering you just a little bit of information that you would find in my more intensive 6-week Mom Core Restore program. So today's class is about running and walking postpartum. You may be wondering if this class is for you. If you're a mom, maybe you are a brand new mom or you had children a long time ago, this is for you. So after you have children, postpartum really is forever. So rebuilding your core, maybe you did it right away and you went through an intensive core restoration program, and that's great. And maybe you never did, and your children are much older and you're finally realizing, yeah, I need to take time for myself to rebuild that strong core. So no matter what age you are, this is for you. Are you a runner or a walker? I am. I really love running. I love the stress relief, the mental benefits, and I love a good sweat. I love feeling strong. But you know what? After I had my first kid and my second kid, I did make a mistake. I ran way too earlier and way too soon, and as a result, my hips hurt, my back hurt a lot all the time, and it really was not fun. And so I hope to share some knowledge that I learned just from my own experience and from what I've studied to help you. So if I were to talk to myself 6 years ago when I first had kids, I would have told myself, Crystal, that's great, you want to run, and I get that you want to run, but first, take that energy, take that passion, and really put it into building a strong foundation of strength first in the core and full body strength. Establish a good walking program, and then you'll finally get to running. So I used to kind of put down on walking as a runner, as an athlete. Maybe if you are this kind of person, you can relate. I used to think postpartum like, oh, I don't need to do that. I'm in shape, I'm fit, I don't need to just walk, I can run. But it is true, you have to build that solid foundation of strength first, and then you run. So a lot of times you hear people like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get in shape this year, I'm gonna just start running. And that's great, that motivation is great, but oftentimes in those cases you see a month or two down the road, that person is not running, they're not doing anything because they're hurt. So if you are wanting to be a runner, if you're postpartum and you're like, yeah, let's sign up for this race, that's great. But I want to encourage you to build that solid base of strength first, establish a good walking program, and then gradually ease into running, and you will feel so much better, you'll be injury-free, and it will be a much better experience for you. So I've learned this mantra: just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, right? And this applies to running quickly, jumping into high intensity exercises postpartum. That's where that really comes into play. So why? You might ask, why do you not want to do HIIT classes, baby boot camp classes, running right away postpartum? It gets you into shape. It does. However, after you have a baby, your core is trying desperately to heal. You know, the baby has pushed down on the pelvic floor, up on the diaphragm, of course, out on the core, the linea alba, and is trying desperately to heal. And when you go out and you run, you jump, you push strollers, you are pounding that pelvic floor that is trying so desperately to heal. So you might ask, okay, you say build solid foundation of strength first, walking first. Let's do it. Let's go from there. Let me offer you a few tips for walking alignment postpartum and some of the benefits of walking postpartum. So some of the benefits for walking postpartum. So number one, walking strengthens the glutes, and the glutes are a window to the pelvic floor and the core. Often that strongly correlates with the strength. If you have strong glutes, you often have a stronger core. So number two, walking regularly increases that circulation in your body, and that circulation, bringing those oxygen levels up, helps with the healing of connective tissues, specifically with the linea alba and diastasis recti or abdominal separation, and even pelvic floor issues. And number three, walking with proper alignment, good posture, which we're about to go over next, supports healing, whole body healing. So because diastasis recti or abdominal separation is a full body issue, walking, using your whole body, your whole alignment, all the muscles it involves, helps with that healing. So next I'm going to give you about 5 walking alignment tips. So first off, when you're walking, as you're kind of getting going, I encourage you to just take a few moments and take a few deep breaths. Oftentimes we're not even aware of it, but we hold our breath when we're doing something difficult, something stressful, or just movement. Oftentimes we hold our breath. So in the beginning, taking a moment to breathe deeply, and even on those exhales, engage in your core a little bit will help get your core fired up and ready to engage as you're moving. If you want to learn more about how to do that breath, engaging your core, I have some other videos and I can link them below about establishing the deep 360-degree breathing to help support that core. So the second alignment tip is to use your foot when you're walking to keep that heel ball toe motion. Okay, number 3, third tip, instead of kind of shuffling along, dragging yourself along, use the heel ball toe motion and push off the toe. Okay, same thing you would use if you take it to a more extreme level. If you're sprinting down a track, you're really going to use that calf and you're really going to push through the toe. Okay, and the next thing, number 4, keep your legs hip distance apart. This for me personally is something that I have to always remember. I tend to keep my knees kind of too far in, and when the pelvis is not in optimal alignment, it's not helpful for your hips and the other muscles of your body that may have to compensate. Okay, and the 5th tip, keep your pelvis neutral. So oftentimes, let me stand up a little bit, your pelvis can tip side to side or arch and come forward. So keeping it neutral, a neutral pelvis will help a lot with keeping that alignment. Okay, and the final tip I have is think about your upper body. Think about your ears, crown of the head. We'll start there. Bring the crown of the head up just like you would do in a yoga or Pilates class. Ears back, ears stacked over your shoulders. Shoulders down the back, keeping those ribs down. You don't want to have them flared, a big arch sway back, but you want to have them down. Shoulders stacked over your hips, hips stacked over your knees, knees over the heels. So keeping that alignment will really help make your walking routine effective for you. So I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you can implement this into your routine and that it can help you feel better. If you are looking to jumpstart and get your postpartum fitness routine going, I do have a free resource for you. Go to my website, crystalhendricks.com, and check out my free Framework for a Postpartum Fitness Guide. This is over like 7 pages of information about the why and the how, what to do and why to do it postpartum to get your body feeling great. Also, if you would like more content like this, go to crystalhendricks.com. You can sign up for my newsletter to keep up to date on videos, classes, workshops I have coming up. You guys have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a comment. I want to hear any questions you have, or if this is helpful. Share with your friends. If you have other mama friends who could benefit from this, please let them know. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.